Let us try to relate perimeter, area and diagonal of a square. A square picture with perimeter of P is enlarged to double its area. What is the length of the diagonal for the enlarged picture? So what we are given here is a square picture. Let me draw one here. So we have a square picture which is enlarged to double its area. So let's say area is doubled. So we have kind of like this. So that is the enlarged picture whose area is twice the area of the previous one, right? We need to find the length of the diagonal. That is what we need to find. So that is what we need to find, right? So let's try to solve this question in steps and understand each and every step. First statement is a square picture with perimeter of P, right? Now, if the perimeter is P, then what is the side? Let's call this side as S1, right? So S1, the side of square, will be 1/4 of perimeter. So side is 1/4. So we're calling this as S1, each side, which is equal, right? Now this is enlarged to double the area. So what is area of the small square? Area will be equals to square of this, right? That is P over 4 whole square. That gives us a value of P square over 16. So that is the area of small square, right? So this is area of our small square. Now it is enlarged to double the area. That means area of big square is twice this. Let's say area of the big square is A2, right? Then A2 is equal to 2 times this. That is 2 times P square over 16. That gives us a value of P square over 8. Now if the area is P square over 8, then what is going to be the side length? Let's say the sides are S2, okay, of the bigger square, right? How much are these lengths going to be? S2 is going to be square root of the area, correct? So square root of P square over 8, which is P over, let me write square root of 8 itself. I know I can write this as 2 square root 2, but let us keep it as such. So that is what each side is. Now we need to find diagonal. So diagonal is how much? So diagonal of big square is equal to square root of S2 square plus S2 square, correct? Side squares, which is P square over 8, right? S2 square is P square over 8. So let's add them. 2 times S2. That means 2 times, this will be 2 times S2 square, square root, or we can write this as S2 times square root of 2, right? Now S2 is P over square root 8, so we can write this as P over square root 8 times square root 2. That gives us a value of P over 4, right? So that is how we can actually have a general solution, right? So let me just draw a line here showing what we did. So we actually started from this side, correct? And then went over to that side. So we start with a small square with perimeter of P. Then each side is 1/4 of P. Area of small square will be P over 4 square. We need to double this area. So twice this area, which is P square by 8 instead of P square by 16. If area is P square by 8, then each side is P over square root 8, right? Which you would also write as P over 8 is 4 times 2 or 2 square root 2. Now, we need to find the length of the diagonal. Now, each side is p over 2 square root 2. Diagonal is square root 2 times this, right? So, when you add them and divide by 2. So when you add them, so it is actually square root of 4, which is 2. So I made a mistake here. It's good we went for correction, right? So when you divide 8 by square root 2, you get square root of 4. So that is the side length, right? Now if side length is p over 2 square root 2, then diagonal will be square root 2 times this, which gives us a length of p over 2. So half the original perimeter. So that is how we get our answer. So the option B is the right answer for us. Half the original perimeter. So that is how we can have a general solution for this kind of a situation. I hope you appreciate it. Thank you.